Hello, everyone, once again. This is Rob, and welcome back to Media Awareness and another album review, this time of Landfall Wide Open Sky on Frontier Music. Before I get to this, though, a reminder the fundraiser continues. For those of you new to my channel or unaware, I am a disabled individual and I use a motorized wheelchair slash scooter all day, every day for my independence, and I need your help. My insurance will not cover anything with regard to my scooter, as they view it as a quote luxury item, end quote, despite the fact that I am unable to walk whatsoever, in addition to being unable to use any other type of power chair or even a standard wheelchair for that matter, as I only have limited dexterity in one hand. In addition to that, I do not have a backup scooter or wheelchair to rely on at the current time. So if my scooter does malfunction as it did a few months ago, I will again be a fish out of the water, a scenario I want to avoid at all costs. With that stated, below the title of this video and the description, as well as in a separate section below the information pertaining to this album itself, you will find a spot fund link. It is a fundraiser. It is easy to contribute. It takes a few seconds, and any and all help is welcome. Even $5 or $10 can go a long way, and it is all going towards a good cause, and that is both the continued ongoing refurbishing of my existing scooter, which is from 2019 and it is now 2025. So I'm definitely in need of new parts. However, in addition to that, I'm also saving for a new scooter as well. That way I can use the new scooter on a day-to-day basis and have the refurbished model waiting in the wings to be used when and if necessary. I come up with this conclusion as a result of my battery charging mechanism failing a few months ago, as referenced momentarily ago, and I had to be pushed around my home by family and friends, severely limiting my independence for roughly a 2-week time frame. And it really was also an eye-opening experience and a long overdue wake-up call that I need a backup plan in motion, and that backup plan is to have this current scooter completely refurbished in the wings, waiting to be used, and using a brand new scooter on a day-to-day basis. So please do what you can at the spot from below. It is greatly appreciated. I am far from reaching the target goal, so any and all help is welcome. I cannot stress that enough. I do want to extend a gracious thanks to those who have contributed thus far, in addition to those who plan on contributing, as your contributions have and will make a world of difference in my life. Thank you all. I love you all. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing to Media Awareness and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload something new. That way you're instantly notified. Also, comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this band, Landfall, if you've heard them. And let me know your thoughts on this album, if you've heard this album. If you've not, I recommend it. But I will get to that in a second. Landfall is a Brazilian melodic rock band, and they have that classic rock, that really that style of music that sort of was popular in the 1980s, yet they are pushing into new ground with this album, and really with all of their music, and just going the distance into new areas and new genres, but retaining that classic feel of yesteryear as well, and really doing so with style. So I actually came across Landfall a few years ago, quite by accident, really. And as a subscriber of the Frontier Music YouTube channel, I was amazed by this band. And this is their third studio album on Frontier Music. I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to go through track by track, give you my opinion on the tracks, and then give you my overall opinion on the album itself. So first I'm going to show you this. We have the front cover. The back cover, which contains the track listing and all other pertinent information to the label and associated credits. The interior itself, which contains the booklet and the CD, of course. This is a standard jewel case layout with the disc on one side, the booklet on the other, and it's something that I find practical and a lot more long-lasting than digipacks, especially some digipacks which can disintegrate depending on the way they are manufactured. But I'm going to go through the track listing for you on this and give you my thoughts on each track, and we will discuss the album as a whole and the band and the performance as a whole afterwards. So we start out the album with Tree of Life, which was a recent single actually off of the album as well. And for this song, it has a really driving rhythm, an incredible bridge in this particular song that I love, and passionate vocals, and really a great delivery of all the musicians in this band on this track. They're all really in the pocket, and that goes for this whole album really. But on this song to kick off the album, it really kicks it off with that energy and intensity of the melodic rock style that this band falls into. The second track is called SOS, not to be confused with the Alcatraz song of the same name. And this has a classic rock groove to it, and powerful, great guitar work. The whole band's really on mark with this track. Then we move on to track 3, and that is The Curtain Falls, When the Curtain Falls. And it has powerful lyrics and really just an intense meaning that's being conveyed on this particular track, in my humble opinion. We then move on to track 4, which is Running in Circles, which I did do a reaction to as well. I reacted to all of the singles on this album, so you can find those reactions on my channel as well. But Running in Circles is a great song. It's got this really memorable melody to it, and that goes with most of this album. The songs really have this sort of infectious melody that isn't old at all. It's something that's fresh, it's new, but it's something that really stick with you after you hear it, and you'll want to hear it again and again and again. And that memorable structure is just so catchy. We then move on to track 5, which is No Tomorrow. And for this one, the lyrics to me conveyed a message to basically live for today and to really sort of take in all that you can really live the day to the most and live your life to the most as that you can within the time span you have. And that's really a great message in my opinion. We then have track 6, which is titled A Letter to You, and this is the really only ballad on this album. However, with that stated, it is a powerful ballad, and it has incredible lyrics, incredible backing music, great playing from all the members, and it's just moving. I can't describe it any other way. It's a moving piece, and it really works well. We then move on to track 7, which is Coming Home, and very up-tempo track with a up-tempo and bluesy guitar solo, and it's a good song. It's a really good song. Then we have track 8, which is Intoxicated, and also has a great guitar solo. Very intense song overall. However, this song is the only song on the album that really didn't connect with me personally. Not sure why. However, we go from there to track 9, which is entitled Hourglass, and this is my favorite song on the album. It has great lyrics, incredible performances all around, and very relatable message in the lyrics, and relatable topical messaging going on. Lyrically speaking, it really connects with me. I'm sure it will connect with a lot of you as well. It's also really the only really progressive song on this album that is this progressive. Most of this album, if not all of this album, is very melodic rock, very radio friendly, which is really what Landfall strives for in their music, it would seem, and they do it very well. However, this song is really a lot more progressive than the other ones, has some amazing unexpected time changes, and it works well, and I really like it a lot. So like I said, it's my favorite song on the album itself. We then move on to track 10, which is Higher Than the Moon, and for this one I have noted here powerful arrangement, really incredible lyrics, and just an overall really amazing delivery as a whole. And track 11 is the title track, Wide Open Sky, and that is just a song that sort of caps off the album with the energy the album started with. It brings you full circle, and you could just start listening to it all over again at that point if you want, and I would recommend it. So there you have the tracks on Landfall's new album, Wide Open Sky. And this album is available once again from Frontier Music. And the production on this album is just stellar. Yes, amazing range in terms of the mix. Everything has its own time to shine. Nothing is too loud or too soft. When you are listening to it, everything is balanced out perfectly where it should be when it should be, and it makes for a great listening experience. Uh, the There are some supplementary keyboards throughout the album itself. However, the majority of the musicianship is guitar, bass, drums, and vocals, and it's just a solid record, CD, whatever you want to call it, and I'm really impressed with this album as a whole, and as I'm really impressed with this band as a whole. Once again, this band is from Brazil, um, and they are in the melodic rock genre, and they're once again on Frontier Music, and you can order this album via the Frontier Music link or wherever music is sold, however you buy it. You can get this easily enough. And out of the three albums that are on Frontier Music by Landfall, this is quite possibly my favorite. I do love the second album, Elevate. However, this song is really kind of tied for me when it comes to Elevate. I'm really having difficulty ranking this in terms of Landfall's discography thus far from the three albums they have released. But this is definitely up there on my list, and this will probably most definitely be featured on the Media Awareness top countdown at the end of this year on New Year's Eve, as I always do. If you want to see last year's countdown, it's in my videos. Feel free to peruse, and you will find that there. And you'll find a lot of other reactions, reviews, and a lot more as well. But I just wanted to get this album review out. It's been a few weeks since I've had this. I've been listening to it, taking it in, really letting it absorb, and sort of giving my mind a chance to digest what we have here. And it is a solid melodic rock album in the vein of some of the best bands from the 1980s onward, and it really is a band I recommend checking out, an album I recommend checking out. Once again, Landfall, Wide Open Sky, available now wherever music is sold, and or via Frontier Music's website. And with that stated, this is Rob with Media Awareness, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.